Jellybeard is a one-man show out to prove himself to the Sea of Thieves. With no captaincy and base supplies, Jellybeard took his humble sloop out on an adventure to become a pirate. Today, Jellybeard was on a quest to prove himself as a pirate by slaying the honorable Captain Brigsy. Always discounted for his appearance, Jellybeard wanted to prove being a pirate was more than just having a ship. So today, he would be completing the Cursed Rogue, which entailed of tracking down Captain Brigsy, laying her to rest, and returning her skull to a witch on Plunder Outpost. Jellybeard was up to the task though. However nervous he may truly be, he knew all pirates in his family and thousands of others on the Sea of Thieves had done this on their own before. The first step, which was tracking down Captain Brigsy's old trinkets contained in the skeleton chest, was over, and so Jellybeard had to bring these trinkets to the witch at Plunder Outpost for the first time. Having never seen a witch in real life, Jellybeard was nervous. He had heard stories from his brother that the witch at Plunder Outpost ate squid tentacles and had fingernails on her eyelids. The thought of having to see the witch in person began to scare him. So rather than anchoring at Plunder Outpost, Jellybeard decided to circle the outpost first. It seemed normal, not like a place a witch would live. With a bit more courage and fear of disappointing his family, Jellybeard anchored and went to visit the witch known as Olivia. Jellybeard handed over Brigsy's possessions to Olivia, and what followed was a long moment of silence. Jellybeard was intimidated by Olivia's cold yet friendly demeanor. He stood his ground though, silently negotiating and moving his lips in a way that made Olivia feel uncomfortable, yet deeply respectful of Jellybeard. Olivia broke the silence by giving Jellybeard a magical compass that supposedly pointed directly to Captain Brigsy's Alive Again location. So, he headed off into the Sea of Thieves yet again, with greater purpose than ever before. As he headed out though, he began to ask, why Brigsy? Based on the stories he'd always heard, killing Captain Brigsy was just a major stepping stone. But what did Brigsy do to deserve it? Having just negotiated with a sea witch and gotten the result he wanted, Jellybeard contemplated a major decision on his ride across the waves. When he came face to face with Captain Brigsy, he would maybe try to negotiate with his words before turning to violence. Maybe he could break the cycle of trauma brought upon Captain Brigsy. All of those thoughts were nice, but might be for naught, because while he was in his head, the ship was sailing through the storm and actually taking on damage. Water was now pouring into the hull, and Jellybeard was so lost in his thoughts about Captain Brigsy, he hadn't checked below deck. The ship started to creep. Finally, Jellybeard jumped into action by bucketing, and bucketing, and bucketing, and bucketing, before finally dealing with the hull. He had arrived at Shipwreck Bay, where Captain Brigsy was hiding out, and it was time for him to make his decision. Fight or try to negotiate. He came on over and first assessed everything. Brigsy didn't seem that bad at first, but then he was listening to her. She was saying scary things, mean things.
Kraken Slayer, Shroud Breaker, an adventurer extraordinaire. Now look at me, camped out in some nameless backwater with just you brainless boneheads for company. It's all because of that damned curse. Even my old shipmates think I'm dead, or that I'm some sort of monster. And maybe I am. Once I'm free of it, everyone will know my name again.
A familial instinct took over, and he knew what he had to do. He had tried so hard to understand Captain Brigsy, but her words echoed in his head as he carried her skull, now sailing back to Olivia.
You're pathetic. Ugh, not bad for a flesh-faced thief. I never asked to be cursed.
She never asked to be cursed, but she was. Jellybeard felt guilty for killing Captain Brigsy yet again, but believed his choices, just like that of previous pirates, would go unpunished. He would be wrong. Jellybeard arrived at Plunder, this time not needing to circle as he no longer feared Olivia, and he ran Brigsy's skull in to become a full-fledged pirate. But something was off. Olivia looked at him with a similar demeanor as before. Something was different. Even though he had completed his quest, he no longer felt like a pirate at all. Something was missing. Well, a pirate is nothing without their ship, and Jellybeard failed to realize his ship had brushed the shore when arriving at Plunder Outpost, creating a hole large enough to fill it up with water and bring it to its depths before he even realized. Jellybeard had set out to prove himself as a pirate, but the only thing he proved himself to be was a careless fool. Without his ship, he was no longer a pirate. Trying to recover what little treasure was afloat from his sunken ship, he swam into the water. Maybe gold would help him feel better for what he had done to Captain Brigsy. But the sea wanted to claim not just his ship, but Jellybeard himself. A swarm of sharks surrounded Jellybeard in the water. In one moment, he was there, and the next, he was gone, swallowed by the sea and the sharks therein. Just like Captain Brigsy, Jellybeard had done so much right. He was not evil, he was simply misunderstood, and now, due to the choices that he made, he forever remained a trophy of the Sea of Thieves, for what him and his fellow pirates had done to Captain Brigsy. He did not ask to be cursed, and yet, he was.